Hey guys, so here is a Cat 313F GC version, and I rented it for a project for my excavation company, so I figured I would give you guys a walk around of it. So for some reason Cat seems like they like to change their numbering system every year. So the 313 is the new 312. So there's two different versions of the 313. There's a regular 313 and then there's a 313 GC. So the GC basically means it's a lower cost machine, and you also do not get the same performance as a traditional 313. So if you ever see I think the 313 is the only GC machine they have right now. So that's a little bit cheaper machine, a little less performance. And then if you see an XE machine, that means it's like top of the line. So you might see like a 336 XE, and that means it has all the bells and whistles, pretty much the premium machine. So basically what this is designed to compete with is the lower cost machines out on the market. So if you don't mind a little bit less performance, but you still want the Cat brand and the Cat support and the Cat parts that go along with it, then this might be a good option for you. So it has a Cat C 3.4B motor in it, and it has 70 horsepower. It weighs 29,000 pounds roughly. It has a 15-foot 3-inch boom and a 9-foot 10 stick, and that gives you 28 feet of reach and 19 feet of dig depth. Now, when I rented this, to be honest with you, I didn't have very high hopes for it. 70 horsepower is like nothing. That's less than my 289. But to be quite honest with you, it did very well. Pretty much the only thing that I noticed is that when you track, basically you lose a lot of power. So multifunction, it was not very strong multifunctioning at all. It felt like you were running a mini excavator. So if you guys have ever run one, you kind of, whenever you track and try and do something, you're really, putting a lot of strain on the pump. Everything slows down. Felt the same exact way. But if you're just sitting there and digging, it was fine. I mean, I was pulling stumps. You guys will see some videos coming up of the project I use it on. Pulling stumps, digging out, loading trucks. It was quick. It had plenty of power for what I needed. So it does have a quick coupler. Just your standard pin on. So it's got storage here. Fuel tank, it's got a 66-gallon fuel tank. So there's the motor. Come over here, hydraulic pump, filters, all nice and easy to get to. Can get a backup camera, this one doesn't have it though. So on this side you get your batteries, battery disconnect, air filter, radiator. So another thing that's nice about this machine is that there is no DEF fluid because of the horsepower rating, so you don't have to deal with that, which is another nice thing. So it's kind of nice, if you notice the hood isn't gigantic, so you can actually see everything, which is kind of nice. So we'll go inside. So it does have a pattern changer, which is right under here, just like all the other bigger cat excavators. So we'll start it up. So you see it has a very basic display. It's actually the same display in a Mini, just turned sideways. So, you know, again, just it's very basic, probably to keep costs low. I have no idea the cost difference between this and a regular 313. Language select, performance, power mode, maintenance, work tool select, current totals, engine shutdown, password, service. So it's definitely a machine you don't want to be running like a mower or a brush hog on or anything, but you could definitely run like a tilt bucket or probably even a hammer on it. But I think it only has one hydraulic pump, so you can't really run anything that needs a lot of flow. So everything else is kind of standard: foot pedals, controls, key, 12-volt throttle, fuel savings, 2-speed, auto idle, backup beepers, silence, lights, windshield wipers. This is for your quick coupler, AC. This one does not have a radio, but you just see everything is real basic in here. So one thing I was actually super impressed with is, you probably can't read that, but it says 86 hours, and I got it with 71, so I put 15 hours on it, and I've already fueled it up, but it used half a tank, which is really nice in 15 hours, so I was super impressed with that. Probably goes with the lower horsepower. So, you know, if you guys are looking for something, you know, it's probably really for people who don't put as many hours on. So if you are like a pool contractor and you dig pools and you're only putting, you know, a couple hundred instead of thousands of hours on in a year, probably definitely something to consider. I would probably not buy it for my business. If you guys watch all my other videos, I like every option, the top performance, everything. You know, I think that's worth it. So I probably wouldn't buy one, but just figured I'd show you guys. Might be something you're interested in looking into.